Hey.
Hello. Oh,
So,
technology.
yes, all right, it happens. So, Justyn, you are like one of the original members of a private practice made easy. I should send you an honorary mug.
Those mugs are so cute. You inspired me to get my own. I was like, that's a cute mug. I want one.
Right? So, I want to let everybody know that you and I have met in the podcasting world in the past. You were number
Yes.
27 on Pride Connections, one of my favorite episodes, because you were doing so much for the community out in Houston. So now that I've gushed over you, tell us what you're doing right now.
Well, what's new since I did the podcast a couple months ago is I went out on my own and started my own private practice in Houston. And it was a lot to do with inspiration from different groups, especially like groups like yours.
Thank
Especially
you.
all the coaching Fridays you would have, I'll be asking the good questions.
Yes, you. It
So
can always guarantee good questions coming from you.
I was like, I have to know, just try to absorb all the information I can. So that's kind of what's new with me, really. Kind of going out on my own and just kind of really branding and marketing and really trying to get to my specific population and kind of plant the flag, rainbow flag, as I like to say, and let everyone know I'm new in Houston in a new area. Because Houston is so big. I mean, it's just like people are like in the traffic. If it's more than 15 minutes away, they're like, I'm not going over there.
Yeah.
So kind of,
ironically, that's the same way in Rhode Island.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes. So your niche is what area?
Well, I specialize in gay men in the queer community. And I see mostly gay men, but I've been seeing more transgender individuals. And because of that, I've been doing more trainings and things like that. Actually, today I'm going to a conference today and tomorrow called the Contemporary Relationships Conference. It's in Houston. I've heard great things about it. They do all different things about relationships and the intersections of like trauma and addiction. So I'm really excited to kind of get even more to, just always learn. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I have to say, I've been watching you grow, and your marketing is looking pretty good.
Well, thank you. I make it up as I go.
Yeah. And sometimes that's all you need to do.
Yeah. It's almost like every day or two, I kind of just sit and think about what I want to post and just let the creative juices flow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, especially if you're like an artistic person, marketing can be really fun.
It is. It really, really is.
And I always think of it as like a video game too. Like if you can get enough referrals, those are like the coins, and like how can you earn those coins, right?
Yeah. And it's I try to do a combination of like social media stuff and then also in-person stuff. I think Houston is so big, but also everyone knows each other, especially in the mental health community. So really, like, I have a goal of once a week, I try to go out to coffee or lunch with somebody to expand my work, let them know what I'm doing, get to know what they're doing. Because I want to have my dream team, as I like to say it, whether I get somebody that I just can't serve or I know somebody who specializes in that. I like to just kind of have good referrals. Like I met people, trust them, and kind of build my people I know in Houston.
Now, are you doing your own practice full time right now, or are you still working somewhere else?
Right now, I'm splitting my time. So right now, because January 2017, I started a group practice, which I love dearly. And it kind of really happened because that practice is more in the suburb, like the northern part of Houston. And just the population I serve, mostly like individual gay men, just aren't in that area. So that was another big factor of me coming down more in the city of Houston. And so that was kind of the split. And right now I'm splitting my time between both, which I enjoy because I think it's relieving the pressure of trying to fill up a caseload very, very quickly. So that right now it's splitting my time. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
And so what's something, if people don't already know, that other therapists should know about working with gay men?
Oh, you gotta let go of the judgment. Because clients can feel it. And so like, even like when they feel that awkwardness or like, oh, I can't go there. Okay, I got it. You know, just like as young kids, we notice when parents get uncomfortable, adults get uncomfortable. We're like, okay, all right, test the boundaries. Okay, I can't talk about that with you. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing, is really exploring that judgment piece, but also I think increasing your awareness, because I think a lot of times when people get a better grasp on a person's experience, it helps you to kind of have an understanding and more empathy, I think, with their experiences, what they're going through.
Mm-hmm. And what has been one of the most difficult things that you've had to experience going into your own private practice?
Oh, most difficult things? I would say learning about Google.
Yeah. Are you talking about
really,
SEO?
Yeah. Learning all of like the technology, that type of stuff. Because the networking piece of like connecting with people, that kind of comes natural to me. So I enjoy that. Like, I just like, okay, that comes easy. But getting more into the technology stuff, that's been a little more challenging and taking more of my energy to get on top of that. But everything else, like getting set up and everything, was kind of really like divine intervention, because the co-founders of the organization I'm with, Melanie Mental Health, they're both in private practice, and they were like, you got to do it. Your population, they need you down in the city. Like, it'd be perfect. So they were so gracious to let me use their office in the Montrose area that I'm in now. So the setup was kind of easy transition. So I loved it. And so that's been an easy transition, but getting like more on top of like, okay, getting your business on Google and all that type of stuff, that's been kind of the challenge of learning as I go.
Yeah. Now, does Houston have a Pride coming up?
We do. It is July 21st. And our Pride is at nighttime. Yes. No. June 21st. I'm sorry. I have another big event July 21st. That's another big event. But Pride event is June 21st. And our Pride is at nighttime, which I love because it's not as hot.
Yeah.
Because I don't like heat, even though I'm in Houston, but I stay inside most of the time.
Yeah. Now, are you going to have a booth or anything there as a way to market yourself?
I don't know, because I'm with another organization called Impulse Group Houston, and we're launching. And so I'll be balancing my time of my brand and promoting them. But with everything that I do, I'm always promoting my private practice, my services, and being a therapist in the community. So that's why I love just being out in the community, really, and showing my face and, changing the perception of what therapy is and what a therapist looks like and how therapists are supposed to act.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let me ask you, what's your favorite TV show?
Oh, that's a hard one. First one that comes to mind is Grey's Anatomy.
Really? Okay.
Yes, I'm an ABC Shondaland. I love Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, How to Deal with Murder, all of that is my favorite. I've been watching Grey's since like 7th grade or something like that.
Really? I have not watched one episode. Never
really?
watched it.
Now, I would recommend you watch it, but you have to be careful, though, because Grey's is a real emotional roller coaster. So if you watch like a whole season through, you're going to need therapy afterwards.
Yeah, see, I can't commit to anything emotional. No, it has to be junky TV.
Oh, yeah. I do like junky TV, too.
Yes.
Now, reality shows that I love. One that we talk about all the time is 90 Day Fiancé on TLC.
Yeah,
that's a really good one. And I always think about how I would work with them as a couple. Like, where would I even start with them in couples counseling? Okay, let's see here.
Now, is the recent episode, was that the one where the fiance had to buy the family like the buffalo before he could?
Yes. And I think that show also brings up a lot about culture, though. And I love that, because you really get to see how in families and marriages, how people have different values around marriage. And like, you get to see how people are like, I got to do what to marry your daughter?
Yes. And then like the way that his people responded to her, because it was from Thailand, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, can you give us a Thai massage? Can you cook noodles? Like that was what that came to mind. Yes.
I was like, oh my God, okay, we need some training here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can only watch those types of shows.
Okay.
Yeah. And Hoarders. I love Hoarders. I
watch that too. So my boyfriend loves that show, which I don't understand because he loves to clean and have a really clean house. And so it's like, I'm like, why are you putting yourself through this?
I want to go through their junk to see what I could have.
So you're like a hoarder of the hoarder. Like, what can I salvage from this? You don't need all this. So let me help you.
Yes. Yeah, I'm like, save that. Get rid of the bottle of pee. Yeah. Yes.
You don't need it. Let it go.
Yes. So, where do you think we'll see you in like 5 to 10 years? What's your big dream?
My big dream is to be on Oprah's couch. Everyone knows this. I call her Auntie O. So like everyone knows that's like my pinnacle of success. So like being in a garden with Oprah and telling her how I got started, like that's the ultimate success point. Like I made it.
Yes. Do you have that on a vision board somewhere? No vision board?
I don't. I need to.
Yes.
I don't have one. I need to make a new one. I need to make a new one because everything that I kind of envisioned for my life up until this point has kind of happened.
Right.
I just thought about recently, like all the goals I kind of made of master's program, licensure, move to Houston, PhD, get my license. I got my LPC license in Texas just in December.
Nice.
And so now I made this kind of this career shift away from academia full-time more into private practice and business full-time. And so now I kind of have to reevaluate the goals for the next couple of years and kind of go down that new path that I'm trying to blaze.
Nice. That's always good to know, like if you achieved everything on your vision board already and you need to update. So that's always a good sign.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is, but a little scary. It's like, okay, did all that. Now what's next?
Yes.
Yeah.
So being on Oprah's couch, so how are you going to get there? What's your game plan?
Oh my God. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I think that even the thought of it kind of overwhelms me just to think about meeting her. And then I just saw recently Tiffany Haddish, that one of the new comics out right now. She met her recently on the Ellen show, and she was just screaming and crying. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be the same way. I really want to be the same way. Like I don't think I can control it, Oprah. I don't think I can. So I think I do need to make like steps to get to her couch. I think right now, so like my head's in private practice and the business and marketing. But I think as I come up for air and start to think more about, okay, what's next for me and the vision that I have for my business and career. So I think it'll be a part of that. Today's my birthday. I turned 28 today.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's 1 step to 30.
Yeah.
So I think, and it's funny because as I was 19, 20, I always say like, I can't wait to be 30. Like I want to have everything figured out and be like perfectly fine and be all smooth sailing. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 years.
Yeah. But you've done so much before 30 already, which is amazing.
I have. And people have helped me to realize that too. People who are older, people who are younger, and they're like, you're doing so much at such an early age. To kind of like stop and just reflect and be grateful and take some time to think about it is good too. Like, oh my God, I've done so much and achieved so much. So it's been good.
And you've been on 2 podcasts right now. Have you been on any others?
Let's see. I did your podcast. I did one recently called The Barbershop Group, which is a podcast on men's health. And then Sunday, actually, I'm recording an episode with a podcast called Mindful Rebel, where they talk about leadership. And so he'll be talking to me about leadership in mental health and what that looks like, which I'm really excited about because I think it's something we don't talk about a lot in mental health, the leadership aspect, even though there's so much leadership opportunities in mental health, whether it's clinical supervision, whether it's group practices, whether it's counselor education and academia. I think leadership is all through our system as in mental health. So I think it's a great topic I'm excited to talk about on Sunday.
Awesome. Wow, you are really doing a great job on getting yourself out there on social media.
Yeah, it's like, and then when I get the emails of people like interested in me being on their podcast and things, it's like, okay, it's working, it's working.
Yes, yes, good for you.
Yeah.
So Justyn, thank you so much for being on my show. I feel like it's such an honor to have you on both podcasts. You're the one and only. So that's so special to me.
Gotta do it all.
That's right. You should probably join my mastermind membership group, just saying.
It's been on my list. I've been like, okay, maybe let me see if I can swing it. Like, I think I know I would learn from it. So it's definitely on my radar. And then Puerto Rico too. I was like,
Puerto Rico. Yes.
I was like, that's like the cherry on top. I was like, okay, that's sweetening the deal.
And I think of it as like, all right, if you do the mastermind group and you get 2 new clients that you see every week for a month, it pays for the membership.
Yeah.
And with the stuff you learn, you're definitely going to get more than 2 new clients a month.
Oh my gosh. And then definitely I think even learning from different groups, I can't imagine the benefits of it, because once you start to learn all these tips, tricks, and sometimes it's almost like obvious things, but we're thinking about it so hard that we don't like see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think because we're so up close to it that we don't see it, and then take a step back and start to think about it as a whole. It's like, oh,
yeah, I get it. Yeah,
of course that's what I should be doing. So I definitely see benefits and things like that.
Yeah. So where can people find more information about you and all the great things you're doing?
Everything is on thequeercenter.com. My contact information about me, my trainings, consultation work. My email is Justyn@thequeercenter.com. All social media is thequeercenter.com. Make it simple for people.
Nice, I love it.
Actually. So for myself, to make it all one name, everything's the Queer Center. So that's the best place to find me on the website, thequeercenter.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Justyn. Don't forget to put that link below the video so everybody can check you out.
Yes, I will do. And I as always, I love chatting with you and learning so much too. As you know, you inspire me.
Oh.
So yes, it's always been great.
Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon, and hopefully in Puerto Rico.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.